What is good, guys, and welcome to the end of year setup tour. So this setup has had many alterations over the past few months, but I now feel that I am somewhere where I am happy, and I will probably keep it this way at least for a few months. So with that said, in today's video I'm obviously going to take you through the full setup, let you know everything that I use, all that good stuff. All the links will be down below in the description, of course. Also, I would really love to see your setup, so don't forget you can join the Discord, post a picture on there, you can send me a tweet on Twitter, or you can come and have a chat, as I do stream on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, so definitely come over and say hello. So with that said, let's get into this. Okay, so let's start with the main attraction. I guess that is obviously that triple monitor setup. So these monitors are the ViewSonic Elite XG270QG. Obviously I have already done a full review of these, so I will leave that link down below in the description. But basically what we have here is a 1440p 165Hz IPS panel. I absolutely love these monitors, from their thin bezels, G-Sync support, super fast response time and pretty solid colour accuracy. So if you're into gaming and also like to do video editing, picture editing, any colour work, etc., then these are definitely an awesome option, so don't forget to check them out. So moving on to the gaming PCs, yes, there are two of them. A custom painted one on the desk that of course matches the colour scheme is my main rig, and it features an Intel i9 10900K paired with the MSI Z490 gaming carbon Wi-Fi, 32GB of white Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB RAM, the white H100i Platinum SE, an Elgato 4K 60 Pro, and it's all built inside the Cooler Master TD500 case. And of course there's also a video on this. Pretty much there's a video on everything, so all the links will be down on the description, just to save me saying that over and over again. GPU wise, it is forever changing, but right now I am rocking the Zotac RTX 3080 Trinity. That is in fact the first 3080 that I have personally used that is rocking two 8-pin power connectors like the Founders Edition. So far I am super impressed with it. If you want to see a full review or any more coverage on it, do let me know, but I'm pretty sure at this point you know the 3080 is pretty awesome. So the second PC hiding under the desk is one that I have just recently put together, and inside here we have an Intel i9 10850K paired with the beautiful Asus Z490A Gaming. I absolutely love this motherboard. The white is just so clean and it suits this build down to a T. We have 32GB of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB, another H100i Platinum SE, an MSI RTX 3090 Gaming X Trio that I will say will not be living in this PC. I will be switching everything out, and eventually the 3090 will be in my main rig, and the streaming rig will probably have maybe a 2060 Super or something along those lines, because it really doesn't need a crazy graphics card like that in there. And of course, last of all, it is all built inside the super clean white Corsair 4000X. I absolutely love this case. It's super clean, it makes cable management a breeze, so definitely worth a look. So with the PCs out of the way, you probably noticed under the desk is where you will find my Xbox Series S. I use the Series S while streaming on Twitch, etc., while my custom Series X is in my living room setup, which I will be posting over on my second channel. Again, link down below, don't forget to check it out, and you can obviously check out the custom Series X while you're at it. Also on the underside of the desk you will find my custom 3D printed controller hangers that a Discord member and friend Warden sorted out for me, so shout out to you, bro. So moving on to the desk itself, we do have quite a lot going on, but you will notice that the cable management is impeccable and there's pretty much not any cables in sight, just the way I like it. So my keyboard of choice is the Xtrfy K4 TKL in white, and I have replaced the keycaps with some custom PBT caps. Overall, this is a solid gaming keyboard with pale red switches, and honestly, one of my favourites. Paired with that, you will see the custom painted Xtrfy M4 that is actually about to be replaced. If you haven't already seen my Xtrfy M42 video, you will know that I am going to custom paint one of those to match the setup, and I will be swapping that out very soon, as the M42 is absolutely banging. Saying that though, the M4 is also very good and has never let me down. In case anyone is wondering, I have recently moved away from the extended mouse pads and opted to use the Xtrfy GP4 large pad. And as far as mouse pads go, it delivers, looks super clean, and Xtrfy actually have a pretty good selection of these pastel looking pads on their website, so definitely worth a look if you are into that kind of style. So holding that stiff M4 cord in place is the Razer mouse bungee version 2, and as far as bungees go, it's pretty solid, does the job, and I can't complain. So now moving on to all the toys. First up we have the GoXLR. This is something that I have wanted for the longest time and finally pulled the plug on it after watching loads of reviews, and honestly I am not disappointed. So in case you don't know, this is a mixer, sampler and voice effects all in one, and if you stream, create music, etc., then having the ability to control every aspect of your audio makes life so much easier. Everything is just at the touch of a button. If you haven't seen one of these before, then I will leave a video link down below of a good review that you should definitely watch. It is super expensive, you can get cheaper alternatives, but for me, the overall package of how it looks, how it performs and everything else just made me want it, so it is what it is. Plugged into the GoXLR is my streaming microphone of choice, and that is the new Shure MV7. If you haven't seen this mic before, then it is inspired by the Shure SM7B that nearly every single podcaster I watch uses, and probably most of the podcasters that you watch use it. But the MV7 won't break the bank like the Shure SM7B, so that's a massive bonus. So I have this plugged in via XLR, but if you don't have an expensive mixer, then you can plug this in via USB, and let me tell you, the audio it produces is crispy regardless of your connection. In fact, I would probably go as far as saying this is one of the best USB microphones that I have ever used. If you go down the USB route, then you get some fancy touch sensitive controls, and these work for muting, adjusting multiple levels. So for example, you can adjust both the mic gain and the headphone volume at the touch of a button, and when you're happy you can even lock the touch panel so that you don't accidentally mess it up with anything when you are live. When using USB, you get full control using Shure's Motif app, and in there you can dial in the sound you are looking for. If you are looking for a solid dynamic mic, then I would definitely consider this, as it's super versatile with both the XLR and USB inputs, and with a few tweaks, getting that broadcaster sound you are looking for is definitely achievable. It also arrives in a black colour if you're not digging the silver, so having the colour options is super nice. And if you want to hear an example of this, then just jump over to my Twitch channel, as this is what I use for all my streaming needs. It really is a great microphone without a crazy high price tag. It's definitely expensive, but not as expensive as something like the Shure SM7B or any other XLR microphones out there. Next to the GoXLR is my Elgato Stream Deck. I'm sure this needs no introduction. If you stream, or even if you are a content creator, then it's definitely a worthwhile investment, as you can have almost every action you need at the touch of a button, and with endless folders and layouts, it will certainly make your life easier. It also arrives in a smaller package if you don't want the 15 key layout, or you can go all out with the massive 32 key option. I find the 15 to be perfect for me, as even with 15 keys you can have up to 210 actions, so that's definitely enough for me. Next to the Stream Deck is Corsair's icue Nexus. So basically this is a touchscreen that allows you to have full control over all of your Corsair products, from your RGB lighting to monitoring temps, CP usage, fan control, etc, etc. You can also create actions, macros or launch applications with it as well if you want. Personally, I am just using it for monitoring my system, so my CPU, GPU temps, load times, all that kind of stuff is just there at a glance. It makes it really easy for me to monitor it while I'm testing out games and cards and all that stuff. It's definitely a pretty good item to have in your setup, so definitely check it out. Now moving on to my gaming headset, I am using the SteelSeries Arctis Pro. I have only had these a matter of weeks, and let me tell you, I absolutely love them. So let's get into this. First off, the build quality is solid, and the headband makes these super comfortable to wear for all day gaming sessions. You don't get that pain on your head or in your ears, and the Airweave ear cups sit nicely and let your ears breathe, so no sweatiness to worry about. In terms of sound, I have zero complaints. When playing Cold War, I can easily hear footsteps and my surroundings, and everything sounds pretty crisp, and obviously this can all be tweaked with the included receiver to get the sound you are looking for, or you can use the software via PC as well. The Arctis Pro also has Bluetooth, so you can rock these with any device that supports that. And out with gaming, I was also super impressed with music playback when watching YouTube videos, etc. My favourite feature, however, is the fact that I never have to worry about the batteries. The reason I don't have to worry is that this headset comes with 2 batteries, and the receiver doubles as a charging station and battery monitor, so when it's about to run out you can quickly switch them out and you are good to go without any interruptions to your game or your stream, etc. It's an absolute game changer. In terms of microphone quality, I will be super honest and say I only used it for around 10 minutes in Discord, but no one had any complaints. The reason for that is obviously I have my own setup here. If you want to read a full review on that, I will leave one link down below. Another good thing about this headset is the fact that you can also buy accessories to spice the look up if you wish. I'm just waiting on this booster pack coming into stock to match my setup, so hopefully it won't be too long. Overall, the only downside that I can think of is the fact that these are super expensive, but if you want all these features then you will definitely have to dig deep. So on the left hand side of the desk you will find my Nintendo Switch, and in case you are wondering, it is sitting in the PDP dock shield. The dock shield is pretty cool, and honestly it just spices up a pretty dull standard dock. It even has a few lighting effects that you can use to suit your setup. Other than that, my Switch is still a boring grey colour, but I do have some custom shells which should be arriving very soon, and I will definitely be spicing that up, so definitely stay tuned to my Twitter for some pictures of that. If however you are looking for a gaming headset for your Switch, then the Corsair HS70 Bluetooth is definitely worth a look. In terms of design, it is pretty plain and doesn't scream I'm a gamer, which is obviously a massive bonus. The build quality feels solid and they are comfortable to wear for long periods. So these are great to pair with the Switch due to the fact that you can have your game audio and chat in Discord or Nintendo Switch Online at the very same time. This works by using the 3.5 cable straight to the Switch for your game audio, and obviously you can use the Bluetooth and have the Discord app etc on your phone and use the microphone to talk via Discord while still hearing the game. So this makes games like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers and all of that super enjoyable, as I can play with all the members of the Discord and we can shout and swear at each other. In terms of audio quality, they are very good, and overall if you're looking for a headset that works via Bluetooth and wired that you can use across multiple devices and is super awesome to have with your Nintendo Switch and is under £100 here in the UK, then I would definitely check this out. If you're looking for a Christmas present for a Switch owner, they will definitely not be disappointed with these. The last item on my desk, of course, is my Google Nest Mini. I have these all over the house to control all of my smart products, but I mainly use this one for blasting music while I am shooting B-roll etc, just to keep me awake and whatnot. So that pretty much rounds this setup tour up. The only thing that I haven't showed you is the camera that I use for streaming etc, and that is of course my GH5. I will leave a link to my camera down below along with all the lenses etc that I use to get that 4K crispiness on stream, as it's definitely worthwhile over a webcam, obviously if it's within your budget. So if you have any questions about the setup, anything that you would change or anything that you would like to see, let me know down below, and definitely make sure to send me a picture of yours as I would love to see them. As always guys, thank you so much for tuning in, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.